Good morning, guys. It's March the 3rd. I'm Henry Green from London Trading Group, and I'm just going to run through what we're looking for in the markets today. Okay, so Euro got down to 108.20. That was the area that I wanted to get down to. We have cleared that now. Well, we haven't cleared it, sorry. We have bounced there, so that's now my D, and this is now an official D for me. So this is a D hit. So now what? Well, we've pulled back into the 38. So now, okay, if we say we're in a downtrend, then this should roll over again here. But yesterday's bar, yesterday's daily bar, an indecision doji bar, down at support as well. So I like this potentially to push back up again. I've been trying to buy this since it got down into this 108.20 zone, and every time it's kind of got down here, we have bounced. So I do see this going higher. I mean, we could go back down and test 108 again. Maybe run on to 107.80, but I can't really see it going straight through this level. 107.20 is the next level lower, and then 106.40. But I do think a bounce is necessary, and a higher low here we could lead us higher. So I'm just going to wait to see what happens with that. Maybe we go out and test the 200 up at 109.50, which I've got a level up there actually, 109.40 area I have. So we could just blip higher and get up there. So Euro, yeah, it was weak again yesterday. So we have just pulled back a little bit, but it seems that. The shape of it looks like it just wants to roll over, but I feel that it could make a higher low and then potentially push higher. So indecision day yesterday, 2 indecision days, and we could now push higher. But I mean, it did that before, and then we had a big down day. So just be careful of the euro. I'm not overly certain of its direction, so I'll probably be leaving that one alone. Okay, so the surprise of yesterday was cable. I mean, it just went flying. So we have hit the D now up here. In fact, we hit it way before that. So we hit it just here. So we did hit the D in cable. My views kind of changed a little bit on this one. So I'm saying that if it's going to pull back, then it needs to pull back into a zone where it will then sell off again. Well, 141.90 is that zone. So I'm just going to see whether we've got anything up there. Is that the D? Yeah, 141.90 is the D on the hourly as well. So it makes sense that we potentially get a little bit of a pullback. People start selling this again, and then we clear some stops even higher. So it just looks like for me that cable wants to push a little bit higher. If I get rid of this, if you hear. This was like an inverse head and shoulders, as you guys can see. 1 bounce, 2 bounce, and then that's the right shoulder there. So then we could push higher, and we could see this trade higher into 140, 150. So, I mean, in terms of the big downwards fib, what does that do? Wow, that would take out the A though if it got there. So potentially that is a bit too far. So I'm still going to wait for this one. Wait to see what's happening through this. I think the safest play is you wait for this to be broken and then sell it. I mean, don't get caught up in this chop. We are bang at the top of its range, so let's just wait to see what happens in cable. But yesterday I had a great day, so there's no signs that this wants to sell off as of yet, and there's no reason actually. Even if you just take this fib swing, we've not even pulled back to 38 yet, and that 38 is up at 140. 150, and that is the height of the head, I believe. Yeah, fine. 140, 150 is the height of the head if you did the inverse head and shoulders. So that could lead us up there. So there's a few reasons why it could either go to 140, 150 or 140, 190. So potentially we see this rally again, but certainly be wary of that short side. I think a sell through this line here would be the best sell in terms of not being chopped up. So that's probably what I'll wait for cable. Dollar yen. I mean, this is just so choppy. I mean, you've had very bullish day, very bearish, very bullish, very bearish, and then today now already we are looking quite bullish. But we're back here at the 21 moving average, which on the days held quite nicely. On the fib sequence on the way up, let's have a look at that one. What we done? So we made a new one, and then we've gone A, B, failed at the 118, back to the quite deep, back to the 23.6. So the target's now 114.60. So I have got a level of resistance up there. You could see that's trade up to 114.60, where I'd be then a seller, so I'll be looking to sell this up at 114.60 if it gets up there. But again, this is a pretty choppy market at the moment. To be honest, all the markets seem pretty choppy at the moment. We're going through a bit of a phase. It could just be leading up to next Thursday, and obviously we've got non-farms tomorrow, so just be careful of that one. Dollar CAD just looked like it was just a high test buy yesterday, but we closed back bang on the 170 on the day, which was that daily moving average that I talked about. So if we have a look at dollar CAD, let's see what that did yesterday. So it's just a fake. It's like it looked like it wanted to go higher, and then it's kind of just traded back lower again. So we have not had a pullback. We are still down at 127. So I'd still probably be looking for buying opportunities down at 133.80 area. So getting down to towards where we are now, we could then see this rally. But the high test buy yesterday seems like this wants to sell off and be quite a quick move. So we could now see this push on. So if it breaks the 127, if it breaks through 133.86, I think you can be pretty confident this will sell off quite quickly, and then we can target the next levels down. So if 132 is the next target, and that would take us back down to the 38, which was my ultimate long-term target for this on the short side, as we ran straight up to the 127 on the day with no pullback, and now we're getting back towards that 38 that it seems to want to do all of the time. The Aussie, let's have a look at the Aussie. Aussie we thought was at the top of its range yesterday. Again, quite messy, but we've just kind of gone to test the real top side of this range. So 73, 30, 40 area was that target that we'd set as a potential rejection zone. We have got up there, so maybe it just runs onto its 118 and then fails. It's definitely toppy up here, and that's the D hit on the day as well. If it gets up towards 73.40, there's certainly going to be sellers up here, so just be wary of that one. I think you could probably sell that on the lower high, but I'd probably be waiting for a counter trend line breaking that one just because of how choppy it's been. So I want to see Aussie break one of my counter trend lines before I look to short that one. Kiwi rallied as well yesterday, having looked like it wanted to sell off. It rallied again. So it looked like it wanted to sell off down here at sort of, what time was that? Sort of 2, 3 o'clock, and then it's bounced and rallied, and we've rallied all evening. So this one's another really choppy market. We're getting back towards the top of that range. Watch on the day for the 170 moving average again. It looks like it's coming in and wanting to reject off that. So that's up towards 67.20. So maybe let that rally a bit and then look for the short side. I think that's probably the D as well. Yeah, you got the D up there as well. So 67. 67.15, 67.20 area is probably quite a good zone to be selling at again, because I don't think that potentially rallies and goes too much higher. I'm just going to go through one more, and that's Euro Sterling. So Euro Sterling, as you guys know, I like the short side with kind of no pullback, and then ran straight onto the 127, but it broke through that pretty quickly, and we've smashed straight through it. We finally hit the D down here. Oops. We did finally reach a D down here. We've not quite pulled back to 38, but this is what it did last time. So what you could see this do, if we fail back down at 76.90, is I'll be looking for a rally back up towards 73.40, sorry, 77.40, and then back a little bit higher. 77.50 makes a bit more sense. On the daily bar, let's have a look at that one. Why is it frozen? On the daily bar, we're back down at support now, so this is quite a good holding zone for this, and we've actually pulled back to 38. So that's the move complete in terms of the short move. We're back down at the 38 again, so now we could see this rally. And if it's going to rally, I think that this is quite a good zone. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this out. I mean, we just smashed straight through that yesterday. Crazy day. Let's get rid of that one. So now we've hit the D down here. No pullback. We're at this 76.4. So I like this when it holds here, because it either runs straight onto 76.70. Nope. 76.50. Nope. Okay, so I think this holds, and then we get a pullback to at least 77.50 would be my target, I think. Yeah, so just wait to see what happens with that one. Bit of a rejection with Euro Sterling, but I'll be waiting for that one as well. So I quite like Euro Sterling long as well. Okay, guys, that's my wrap up for the market again. Today, nothing's trending, it seems. Nothing looks too nice and clear. Don't be caught up in trying to sell cable just yet. Wait for that confirmation. If you get it, great. If you don't, don't. But be careful with today's trading. And as I said, click subscribe to never miss a trading update again, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Happy trading. Thanks very much.